Let us solve a question on secondary storage, which was given in the year 2015 for 2 marks. Here it goes. Consider a typical disk that rotates at 15,000 rotations per minute and has a transfer rate of 50 into 10 power 6 bytes per second. If the average seek time of the disk is twice the average rotational delay and the controller's transfer time is 10 times the disk transfer time, what is the average time in milliseconds to read or write, that is to access 512 byte sector of the disk is? Okay, so this is the question, and here we asked average time, that is average access time. We asked about average access time. Average access time. Of course, average access time, the formula is given as average seek time plus average rotational delay plus effective transfer time. This is the thing. So we will find out average seek time, average rotational delay plus effective transfer time. Here in the question, average seek time is given as 2 into average rotational latency. Average rotational latency. Okay, now we need to, in order to find out average seek time, first of all we need to find out average rotational delay. Okay, that then 2 into average rotational delay, average rotational latency will be equal to average seek time. Okay, now we will go for average rotational delay. Rotational delay is equal to rotational delay is given as 15,000 rotations per 60 seconds. 60 seconds. So one rotation is equal to, will be equal to 4 milliseconds. Okay, if 50,000 rotation takes 60 milliseconds, one rotation, if you cross multiply, you will get 4 milliseconds. Okay, you know that average rotational latency is equal to half into rotational delay, right? Rotational latency is equal to half into rotational delay. Okay, so that is average rotational latency or delay is equal to 4 millisecond by 2, which is equal to 2 milliseconds. Okay, now here we got 2 into average rotational delay is equal to average seek time. So that is average seek time is equal to 2 into 2 milliseconds, which is equal to 4 milliseconds. Okay, this is average seek time, which is given as average seek time of the disk is twice than the average rotational delay. So average seek time is equal to 4 milliseconds. Average rotational delay is equal to 2 milliseconds. Okay, now let us calculate the data transfer time. Okay, the data transfer time is equal to, in 1 second, 50 into 10 power 6 bytes as given in the question. In 1 second, 50 into 10 power 6 bytes per second. Okay. And here we need to read or write 512 bytes a sector. So that is equal to how many seconds are actually required for 512 bytes. Okay. So you will get, if you cross multiply, you're going to get 0.0102. Okay. So this is data transfer time. This is data transfer. Okay. That is, we got data transfer time, that is 50 into 10 power 6 bytes per second. So taking this, we need to take, based on this, we need to consider 512 bytes transfer. So that will be equal to 0.0102. Okay. So if we add all these three, that is controller transfer time, we need to take controller transfer time is equal to the effective transfer time. The transfer time for 512 bytes is equal to 0.0102. But here there is an additional detail given, that is the controller transfer time 10 times the disk transfer time. That is 10 times then this transfer time. That is equal to 10 into 0.0102. That is equal to 0.102. Okay. So this is the effective transfer time for the system, because it is clearly given that the effective transfer time is 10 times the disk transfer time. The disk transfer time is equal to 0.0102. The actual data transfer time is, in 1 second, 50 into 10 power 6 bytes will get transferred. So in order to transfer 512 bytes, I required 0.0102 seconds. So the controller transfer time is 10 times than the actual data transfer time. Okay, that will be equal to 0.102. So effective transfer time, this is effective transfer time. So when we add all these three, we will get, that is, the first one is average seek time. Average seek time is equal to 4. Next thing is rotational delay is 2 milliseconds. Okay, plus 0.102. 0.102. Okay, so that is finally what we got. 4 milliseconds plus 2 milliseconds plus 0.102, which is equal to 6.1 milliseconds. This is the answer. So the answer is 6.1 milliseconds.